Have you ever heard of Christmas in July? How about the Feast of Corpus Christi in July? Hi everyone, this is Father Rocky with another story about the Holy Eucharist. This one is true, you can't make this stuff up. I spent 15 summers on service projects down in Mexico in the highlands of central Michoacan. The people who live there are very Catholic. They're of the Purépecha Indian tribe. They speak Spanish and they speak Purépecha. And they have great devotion to Jesus and the Holy Eucharist. Well, it was the summer of 2005. We were down there on the service project, helping them finish their church. We also brought in a mobile medical unit and a dental unit. We brought in food and clothing, especially for the youngsters. And when we arrived, the people in charge of the local church said, "Father, this Sunday is Corpus Christi for us." And I'm thinking, no, Corpus Christi was about a month ago. And every priest knows that the latest Corpus Christi can ever fall on is June 24th because it's usually 60 days after Easter. We're towards the end of July and they said, this Sunday is our Corpus Christi. And but I realized there's no way I'm going to talk them out on this. And they explained, look, we've got one priest for 20 villages. He can't get here every Sunday. And this feast is really important for us. Would you celebrate it? I said, absolutely. So the Sunday of Corpus Christi came and the whole town had been transformed. Folks, we're talking, there's no running water in this village. None of the streets are paved, but everything was spotless and clean. There were banners hanging from the church. There were balloons, there were flowers like you wouldn't believe. When we walked into the church with these columns on either side, they had these garlands that crossed the entire church made out of pine needles. They make these by hand. I can't imagine how many hours it takes to pull off those pine needles from the forest and get the string to make these things. And then all the rest, it was fabulous. And after the Mass, which was very solemn, we had the Corpus Christi procession in the plaza, and in each corner they had built a booth, and we would stop there and there would be incense, there would be bells, and there would be adoration. And then the big fiesta pachanga happened after that. I was so inspired by the faith of these people. When it comes to the worship of God, go all out. That's what St. Thomas Aquinas said and wrote in his Lauda sequence hymn, Quantum potes tantum aude, as much as you can, so much do. Let's not be cheap with God. Give him the very best. And you can never outdo God in generosity. That's why we're all making this big effort, this big sacrifice. We're laying it all on the table to get everybody to come to National Eucharistic Congress. Relevant Radio is going to be there. Every night we'll broadcast the Family Rose across America live from the main stage. So I hope to see you there. Let's all show up for Jesus.